Did he post a question and did not see it? Until now, I did not see anything. Are the Christian in the Middle East translating the word God as Allah? This is, yes, this is true. In the Arabic Bible translation, they are using the word Allah. But, you know, this is why, because they are under the occupation of Muslims for more than 1,400 years. For me, I refuse to use it. It's wrong. It's absolutely false. And this is a false translation. So what is the question from the person about the 10 Commandments? How you explain Islam is not Abrahamic? Very simple. Islam stands for wrong God. As an example, what the name of the God of Islam? Allah. Can you find me where Abraham said Allah? Did Abraham teach you that there is a God, he will send the stones? Did Abraham ever mention that there's a Kaaba he built? So everything is not Abrahamic, and Islam is a pagan religion because they pray in the direction of a stone. They kiss a stone and believe a stone can erase their sin. What you do predict will happen to Islam in 10 years? Nothing. Nothing. People are getting more stupid, not more smart, even though we have internet. Did you see European women having some makeup in their face and suddenly they are worshipping the sun? Did you see those people? And they were wearing like orange clothes. Suddenly they became Buddhas, and you know. Did you see them dancing in Europe, going around a bunch of guys? They have ears and, you know, a human being. So nothing will change as long as a human being is getting stupider, you know, more stupid. Stupid ideas will live. What is the name of Mary in Islam? Maryam. The same name as the sister of Aaron. Now, what happened to the guy who asked me about the second commandment? We asked him to pose the question again. He's gone. Okay. Is the divine mercy image is a sin? Because the second commandment tells us not to have an image. First of all, there's no divine image exist. Image, you know, image. If you mean an image as a painting or a statues, the Bible for sure is against that. This is why the Bible says don't make any images for what is up in heaven or down in earth. So there's no image of God except God himself. And the only image of God we knew is Jesus, who come to us and down on earth. He humbled himself, our Lord, and he took the form and the image of a man. Any other images is images of, you know, it's not even a picture. It's just an art of artist. So if people do art for the sake of art, I'm not against that. If people do art for the sake of worshipping the art, that is absolutely false. Is Muhammad's first wife suspected? Muhammad, father, Catholic? Catholic? Yeah. Whoever made that lecture is a donkey. I saw a guy. He is, I think, from the Seventh Adventist. He was standing in the stage, and he said that Khadija, she was a Catholic nun. And I died laughing when I heard that. But this is what happened when you have a bunch of idiots listening to an idiot. What do you expect? A donkey teaching donkeys. Nobody fought. Actually, Islam, number one enemy for Muhammadan is the Catholic. You will not see ISIS. They did not make a flag. They want to control Protestant church. They want to control the Vatican, because those are the crusade, my friend. So whoever said that to you is a stupid donkey. Go and read history. Actually, the fact is, the majority of the Christian in the Middle East, they are not even Catholic. They are Orthodox. Specifically, There is a Greek Orthodox, there's Syriac Orthodox, they are Orthodox, or Coptic Orthodox, not the Catholic. Catholic is something new in the Middle East. So whoever said that to you is really stupid and mentally ill. Even though the crusade, they were there, but the major number, the crusade, they were like the rulers, let us say, who came with the army, but the population, the people are Orthodox. Anyone he says to you that I heard somebody saying that the one who created Islam is Catholic. That is the most stupid dummy ever speaking. He have a tongue. This is what happened when you give a donkey a tongue. Is Hannah the mother of Mary in Islam? The Islam never mentioned the name of Mother Mary. It says the wife. You mentioned Khadija, but was Muhammad bisexual? I heard Muslims have law against bisexual. You know, you can make a law against anything, but doesn't mean you don't like it. The leaders, when they make a law, they make a law to, let us say, to stay as leaders, you know. As an example, if we ask Trump, I mean, Trump, apparently he is a Christian, he holds the Bible, but is he really? I don't think so. I mean, this guy, by name. If you ask Trump, are you against bars? Are you against an escort business? You know, he will say, yes, I'm against escort business. But he was doing escort every day. He's rich. Pretty women, they go with him. Escort business. So leaders, when they come in a position, in order to own the crowd, to control the crowd, they say what the crowd like to hear, but not necessarily mean they believe what the crowd want. You know what I mean? Even when they killed Jesus, the Roman ruler, he said, well, I don't see any reason to kill this guy, but as you say, you know, he don't want to make a revolution against him. Even though he is the Roman ruler, the crowd shouting, kill him, kill him. Okay, kill him. What different education degrees you have? What you need to do, I have education, I have degree in law about Islam, and the rest is not important for you. Was Quran copied from Kanza Rabba? Is not copy word by word, you know. It is copy as an ideas. So as an example, the story of Zulqarnain, it is coming from somebody. The story of Jesus coming from somebody. The story of Musa is coming from somebody. Every story is coming from somebody. And Muhammad, he is copying from everybody, but not necessarily word by word. That's why he have a lot of errors. If you copy word by word, those errors will not be there. You know, like Mary, the sister of Aaron. Why? Because he heard the Jews saying that Aaron, he have a sister, his name is Maryam. You know? So Mary is a sister of Aaron. What you can do about it? If you go in the Quran, you will see how many times Muhammad, he insists that this is an Arabian Quran. The reason he keeps saying Arabian, 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 because they were accusing him. There's two slaves. They are from Iraq, and obviously, you know, either they are Sabian or they are Christian. So, you know, like there's nothing to confirm really. And they were teaching him, and they accuse him, as you see in chapter 16, verse number 103. If you go and read the interpretation, you will see the story behind it. There's two guys, and Muhammad, he used to go and meet them every day, and they tell him, they tell him stories. Then Muhammad, he made those stories into his own language. So when they accuse him, he says, okay, those guys, they speak broken Arabic. They speak Arabic, yes, but they speak broken Arabic. But this is a pure Quran on Arabic. So how I am taking them from them? In Quran 22:17 says, Megans, Zoroastrian are the people of the book. No, it doesn't say they are people of the book. People of the book is only the Christian and the Jews. But the Quran says that when he answered the Majus, let us go there. When he inserted the word Majus, he's talking about a religion. He is not confirming that they are people of the book. He's talking to them about as they are different religion. And you will notice here, Muhammad, he considered them as if they are believe is God. But he did not call them the people of the book. Well, in Islam, when you say people of the book, you mean specifically Christian and Jews only. Sabian and the Majus are not. Again, tomorrow we are going to go live where? Anyone remember? The link is down below. The link is down below in the Arabian Prophet account. And always, if I lose a channel or I lose the privilege of going live, how you find me? You go to patreon.com/Christian Prince. You do not need to make a donation. You do not need to do anything. Just go to the link, click at the last video I posted, and you will find me. As easy as that. So please take a note. Because look what happened. We stopped coming in this account, and then people do not know how to find me. What happened? Don't we have this link in the front of your eyes every video? Patreon.com. Don't you know? Okay, so for sure I will find Christian Prince there. Go there, take you into a minute. Click at the last video. Don't make a donation. Don't even do anything. And you will find me. No, it was very upsetting that people, nobody want to use his brain. And people, they were wondering, where is the Christian Prince? Why is not coming online? So why we have this link there in the screen? Go there. I did not disappear. I was in the other channel going live every day, even sometimes twice a day, in the morning and at night. Yeah. Subscribe to Sheikh Umar channel. In case something, you know, you can go to his channel. He will tell you where to find me. Do you think his trending profession expose him to be exposing the stories and he made a book? You see, for me, I don't believe really in any of the stories about Muhammad. He is a trading business. I mean, how the guy he is doing trade, he does not know how to read, how to write. It's a necessity. If you are a person doing trade, you know, it's a necessity to write and read. But I notice, and this is my own observation, that everything in Islam is stories. It's not really historical. As an example, we say to you always, the one who killed Muhammad is a woman, right? She is a Jew, correct? Is that correct? She is a Jew. Okay. But do you know what her name? Anyone knows the name of the woman who killed of Muhammad? Her name is Zainab. Okay, how in the world a Jewish woman, her name is Zainab? And then you will look at the names of the Jewish, who the Muslim, they mention their names in the stories. Not a single one of them is Jewish, have a Jewish name. Do you understand? But as you know, and all of us, we knew for sure, that Jewish, wherever they go, especially those are conservative Jews, they use only Hebrew names. Doesn't matter what country they live. So how in the world the names, they became Jews, they became Arab? Why her name is Zayd? A guy, his name is Zayd. The other guy, his name is Ali. The other guy, his name is, how in the world they are Jews? So you can tell there's a fabrication there about people. It's impossible. Why they will use names like this? It doesn't make sense. I could not find a Jewish name in the story. It's very rare. So historically, maybe Muhammad is not Muhammad. Maybe the Jews are not the Jews. But for me, as long as I'm fighting this cult, I don't go to those details because it doesn't help me much. I fight what they believe, not fictions or theories. You know what I mean? So I focus in the belief, not in he said, she said. Give me a second, guys. I have to close the window so no genie get in. I have a question. Do Muslims go to Jannah, Jahannam, in a physical or a spirit body? No, physical. Muslim, they have nothing to do. Islam is not a spiritual religion or cult. It's everything about Islam is physical. Their God is a physical. He have no spirit. The God Allah, he has no spirit. The heaven, as you see, banana, fruits, sex, women. So there's nothing really in Islam is a spiritual. All is about physical. This is why it says in the Quran, وَمَا مِنْكُمْ إِلَّا وَرِدُهَا. Not a single one of you, but he is going to enter it. The Muslim translation, they say to you, approach it or go over it. That's a lie. وَرِدُهَا, it's mean you drink from it. وَرَدَ الْمَاء, mean he drank from the water. And even their interpretation says that. So not a single Muslim, but he is going to enter hell. Not to go over hell, he will enter it. It's a must. It's a destiny. A prime example of fake hadith is the one with Al-Mahdi, Caliph Al-Mansur, son's name Al-Mahdi, and he wanted him to inherit the throne. Well, you know, the story of Al-Mahdi, I believe the whole story is a fiction. You know, the guy, he is born of a woman. They don't even know the name of the woman. Even some, they say her name is Maryam, like Jesus' mother. And she gave birth to him from her thigh. Why? Because he's Al-Mahdi. He's not like anyone, brother. So it's silly, yeah. I heard even Joe Biden, he is talking about it. Yeah, stupid people. Which book author comes after the Quran? Sahih al-Bukhari or... you see, those books are collection of hadith. And they are not really the author. As an example, if we ask the Muslims, who is the author of al-Bukhari? They will say to you, al-Bukhari. But in case you do not know, they don't have any copy for al-Bukhari. So what we see in the screen here, this is not really al-Bukhari. This is somebody saying, al-Bukhari said. You know what I mean? Al-Bukhari said. Those are supposedly students of al-Bukhari, saying al-Bukhari he said, they don't have the book of Al-Bukhari, they don't have the book of Muslim, and actually even some, they say Al-Bukhari was a blind man. So how a blind man, he was making a book? Muslim, they believe in the blue eye. The eye keep them safe. Okay, can you tell us about those? Those are inheritance of other nations. Those blue eyes things is not only this. This is not really Islamic. This is coming from India, from Persia, and as always, Muslim, they they copy. If you remember the Quran, if you go to the last verse in the Quran, if we go to the end, as an example, Al-Falaq, chapter 113. All of this is about envy and witchcraft. So how you fight witchcraft? There are certain ways. Isn't it true that Muslim, they say that Muhammad, somebody took some hair from him? And again, the Jewish name, his name is Lubayd ibn al-Asam. I mean, he's a Jew and his name is Lubayd. Why? So he took some hair from Muhammad and he made magic for Muhammad and he made 12 knots. Took Allah 12 months to 1 month to open every knot. That's funny, right? So all those stories is coming from other nations, and you will find them everywhere, not only for the Muslims. So guys, did we take a note that tomorrow we will be in the Arabian Prophet account? The link is down there below. The link is down below in the info. And I'm sure there's somebody will click at this video and he will say where. Even though the title says click at the link below, still somebody will say where. All right. Is it true that the Shia believe rabbit or insect? Well, the Shia, they have a lot of stories. It's very hard to carry on with them. I always find the Shia books is the best entertainment if you are a kid, but it's very like sometimes it's not good for kids to read them. It's very sexual and very embarrassing. But Shia, they have their own so-called education, and the Sunni the same. As an example, do you remember the Sheikh Asim? Sheikh Asim, when we spoke about the hamster, he said it's a kind of insect. Is that correct? Do you remember? He said it's a kind of an insect. Yeah. Mark 4, speak about destiny. Well, my friend, the Bible is not a book believe in destiny and never teach about destiny. But I will go there and show you how we can try sometime to read in our way. All right, this is Mark. And we will go to the verses you are talking about. And we will see that this is really, it's not really about destiny. But people, they decide to see it the way they want. Yeshua said to them, it has been given to you to know the secret of the kingdom of God. But the outsider, everything has been parable. So that is seen, shall we see and not see, etc. So where is the destiny? Here there's no destiny. There's not even a single word about destiny. Remember, Jesus, he have a 12 disciple, correct? The Bible says that the Lord, he chose you. You are chosen before you choose him. It sounds like destiny. He chose you before you choose him. I mean, come on. It sounds like destiny, isn't it? But the fact what the verse saying, that God, because of his knowledge, he knew who he's going to elect. And everyone is elected for a reason. And to explain that there is no destiny in Christianity, Jesus had 12 disciples. One of them, his name is Yahuwah. Did he betray Jesus? Did he betray Jesus? Yes. But those are the chosen one. You've been chosen before you choose me. So in Christianity, always there's a free will. Even if you are chosen, even if you are prophet of God, even if you are elect, there is free will. So even the one who are chosen to be followers of Jesus, they can betray Jesus. Didn't Peter deny Jesus 3 times? Is that correct? He did, right? But Jesus, he knew about it already. He knew that, you know, you will deny me 3 times. So it's not a destiny, as some they try to make it. Christianity have nothing to do with destiny, because the second you say we believe in destiny, that means our existence have no purpose, and our God is a stupid God. He's just playing games with us. This is why Jesus said, not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. So you do the will, you get the heaven. That's mean it's not a destiny. I hope I answered you. The second you say that we Christian believe in destiny, there's a form of destiny that is say part of our life is a destiny. As an example, we are born to die. That is a destiny. We cannot change it unless we accept Jesus. So even that one actually is a choice to get over it. Jesus said, whoever believe in me and die will live and die. Whoever believe in me, and he will die. You will live again. So it's a destiny, it's a form of destiny that you are born. You didn't choose to born. Did you choose to be born? No. Did you choose to die? No. That is the only destiny we can speak of. But this is not even that is a destiny. It was a penalty. Penalty for our sin. The penalty of sin is death. So even that one is really, it sounds like a destiny, looked like a destiny, but that was a penalty of sin. It was not destiny. When God created Adam and Eve, he did not create them to die. When God, he created the angel, he did not create him to be Satan. Explain 1933. I don't understand. What do you mean die? What do you mean die? You mean he will die? Verse number 33 in the Quran says, وَالسَّلَامُ عَلَيَّ يَوْمَ وُلِدْتُ وَيَوْمَ أَمُوتُ وَيَوْمَ أُبْعَثُ حَيًّا. So peace be upon me, the day I am born, the day I will die, or I die, and the day I shall be resurrected. The Muslim, they will say to you, well, there is a day where Jesus will die, and this is not necessarily before the cross. But look what happened here. The important in this verse, it says that everybody, they say, peace be upon him. Correct? Muslim, they say, peace be upon him. Jesus is the only one in the Quran, it says, he said, peace on me in the day I was born, the day I die, and the day I resurrected. That is a mystery no Muslim can answer, because all other prophets, they have to be given peace from God, except Jesus. He is given peace. The peace is coming with him. He did not receive it from anyone. Peace on me the day I'm born, the day I die. The day you die, there's no peace. That is not really peace. It's death. So how peace will be on you? Which means the Messiah, for he is the Lord. He is the Lord of peace. It doesn't matter what situation it is. The day of birth is the day where your mother, she screamed from pain. And when you are born, You cry, not for Jesus. Even Muhammad, he said, when the shaitan, he touched every human being when he is born, except Jesus and his mother, he could not. So peace on me in the day where everybody cry. The mother, she cried, the child cry. That is not the case of Jesus. The day I die, where you are crying for your dying now, and people, they cry for your death. And the day I shall be resurrected, because that is the day what everybody fear, for this is the day of punishment. Today they will open your book and see what you did, not for Jesus. So for Jesus is peace wherever he go, for he is Lord, and nothing changed about him. What did Muhammad mean by مغربون? Letter ALM. Well, مغربون, you are mixing things now. مغربون. Muhammad is a very weird person. He come with words nobody heard, obviously. And he claimed that those who are homosexual is a مغربون, or somebody, he is a child of illegal relationship. And when he said that word, people, they said to him, what is al-mugharribun? What does exactly mean? The word mugharrib, the one who go to the west, that's the only meaning it can come with it. Let me see, hold on. I will try to find the hadith. Yeah, a mental person. When a person, or his father have sex with your mother, your father have sex with your mother, and he did not say the prayer before intercourse, shaitan, he will do your mother, and then you will be from al-mugharribun, and then you, according to Muhammad, you will be a homosexual. This is Ibn Dawood. He is saying here, Aisha told Allah Messenger, she asked her, have al-mugharribun has been among you? Muhammad talking. She asked, and what is meant? What do you mean? What mugharribun? They never heard this word before. He replied, those are whom staring of the jinn. Okay, how the jinn he share with you? Simply, when your father have sex with your mother, he have intercourse. Genie, he round himself around the private part of the male, and he do the mother, and that will make you mugharrabun, which means you are the son of shaitan. But look how stupid Muhammad is. The father of Muhammad himself is not a believer, and his mother too, which means they did not say the prayer which Muhammad is asking for. To seek refuge by Allah from shaitan when you have intercourse. And that means Muhammad himself is mugharrabun. Yeah. Very funny guy. Muhammad he's saying, and people, they have to obey. I remember once there was a Muslim, he kept coming to a Christian chat room. He take the microphone. All of you, shaitan, he had sex with you. You are the sons of shaitan. Shaitan, he shared with you. And, and the admin once, he said to me, please take the microphone. I'm not an admin. I park my name there just to support them. So the admin sent me a message in private, says, can you please take the microphone? I don't know what to say to this guy. I know you always come with an answer nobody expect. I said, leave me alone. I'm working in my book. He said, no, please take the microphone. So I took the microphone. So I said to him, are you sure this is hadith sahih? I said to him, okay, explain to us why. And then he says to us, I know what he's saying. He says, because shaitan, he round himself around the etc. and he do your mother, so all of you are son of shaitan. I said, okay, are you sure this hadith sahih? He said, it's sahih. I took the microphone. You know, at that time, we are not using Skype. This is PalTalk, like, you know, we can talk in the same time. So I took the microphone again, and I said, are you sure this is Sahih? He said, I swear by Sahih. What's wrong with you? I said, okay, swear like one more, 3 times. Are you sure that this is Sahih? So he said, again, that it is Sahih. And then I said to him, as long as you agree that this is Sahih Hadith, based on what you said, your prophet father, he was not a believer, and his mother wasn't a believer, which means they did not have this prayer, and your prophet himself is the son of Shaitan. The guy, he took the microphone, he started cursing me. He started saying to me, you are Shaitan. You are Shaitan. You have the brain of a Shaitan. This is why you sound so smart, because you are Shaitan. May Allah curse you. May Allah destroy you. May Allah kill you. May Allah. I asked you 3 times, is this hadith sahih? You said yes. Well, based on this hadith, Muhammad himself is son of Shaitan. If you go to chapter 18, verse number 50, you will see that the Quran confirmed that Shaitan, the children of Shaitan, are you going to follow, you know, Iblis and his children? So now the Muslim, they have to find a solution. Iblis have a children. How in the world do you have children? So they come with 2 solutions. The first solution, Shaitan sleep with your mother. You know, Shaitan, he sleep with your mother. And the other one, Shaitan himself have a penis and have a vagina. If you remember, we showed you the reference before about Shaitan. He have a penis in the right thigh and the vagina in the left thigh. So he shake this and he do nikah, and then he enter this into that, and then he have 10 eggs, and from every egg 70 Shaitan, and male and female Shaitan. So the first Shaitan, it was only male. Then after that he lay eggs, and he have male and female. The other solution from Muhammad's story, the Muslim adopting the story, as you see in the Quran, that Shaitan have children. And the other verse in the Quran says, وَشَارِكُهُمْ فِي الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَوْلَادِ. You will partner with them in their money and their kids. Which is the Muslim explained that Shaitan, he sleep with your mother or your wife, and he will have kids from her. Chapter 17, verse number 64. Do you see it? The Muslim here, they add things like by tempting them. That's false. Go and read the interpretation. What why tempting them? Reminder again, don't forget that we will be tomorrow live on air in the other account, the Arabian Prophet, not in this one. The link is down below, and we will take a break from this account for some time. I might go like maybe once a week, something, or maybe once every 2 months, or sorry, a month, just to keep you in touch. But this is where we will be. We will be in the Arabian Prophet account. Okay. Let us see. The link you see down, they are posting. Sheikh Umad is posting. This is for different account, not this account. That is the Arabian Prophet. So please subscribe there. Or this is where we'll go live, and the account we will use for now. And always please, in order to find where I'm going live, you can go anytime to Patreon. You do not need to make donation. It's for free. You type the link you see in the screen, and then you will find my Patreon page. You click at the top video. This is Patreon, as you see. This link exists there for a reason. You click at the top link of a video I posted there, and there you will find me. So those channels, they might disappear anytime because YouTube, they can take them down. As you know, YouTube is siding with Muslims, and they always try to take us down. But for us, it doesn't matter. Even if they delete 1,000 channels, Christian Prince will never go, will never leave. I will open a channel after 5 minutes, and we will be back. Any other question? Chapter 49, verse number 6, there is wisdom. Well, you know, the Quran is full of wisdom, to be honest with you. As an example, the Quran says, beat your wife. Just to try that wisdom, and you will see how you will end at the police station. Yeah, I like it when people, they say wisdom. Yeah. Verse number, it says, "Oh, who you believe, if a rebellious evil person come to you with the news, verify it. At least you harm people in ignorance." Well, okay. Well, the Muslims, how did they verify the information Muhammad he gave them? The guy, he went to the seventh sky, no witnesses. Everything he do, there's no witnesses. Angel came to him, there's no witnesses. A bunch of genie, they hear the Quran, there's no witnesses. A genie come to him in the room, there's no witnesses. Even his wife, she was with him in the room, she could not see anything. So when somebody says such a thing, well, if we practice it against the same person, he will fail. So this is not a wisdom, this is stupid, because this will expose him. If eating some of the Quran, Hadith also said, chapter, not the Quran anymore, then why the Muslim claim Quran is a complete book? First of all, the Quran is not a book and never was, even though in some verses in the Quran says that Allah, he sent down a book to Muhammad. But that will be a disaster if the Muslim believe that Allah, he sent a book, because that means Muhammad, all his story is a fraud. If you receive a book, you know, that's mean Muhammad, when he said he received this chapter here, that chapter there, it was a lie. The Quran confirmed that the only people of the book is the Christians. The only one is the Christians. And the Jews, for sure. But when the Quran says that Allah, he sent the book to Muhammad, and then we find out that Muhammad never received a book. He received verses, maybe once, twice, three verses at a time. And then the Muslim, they compiled it together and they made them verses or chapters. Even the verses, by the way, you see those numbers, those names do not exist. Those are later. The Muslim, they were trying, looking at the Bible, they look, in the Bible it says a chapter. Let us make a chapter. They have verse numbers. Let us make numbers. But Muhammad never received this. Muhammad never received chapter 2, and he called the cow. Never. As an example here, in chapter 3, verse number 3, it says that Allah, he sent down the book. If you ask a Muslim, did Allah send the book to Muhammad? They will say no. He sent verses. He received verses, few verses, one verse every day. And through 20 years of his life, that made the Quran. But here it says, it is he who has sent down the book. In this verse, in order to be accurate, this verse have to be sent after the Quran is completed and became a book. Do you agree? which means this verse must be written maybe a few hundred years after Muhammad. If this verse written in the time of Muhammad, or let us say Muhammad, he claimed he received it, that is a mistake. No, send down, not recite. It says in Arabic, nazzala. Nazzala means he sent down, descend down. Descent, you know, descend from high to underneath. Any question? You see, always when you read anything, try to think carefully, not just to read words. And for sure, you know, because you are reading translation, Muslim, they can, you know, they can fool you with their translation. Like as an example here, when the Muslim, they say the Quran, but in Arabic doesn't say the Quran. But yes, it's meant the Quran, because speaking to Muhammad. All right? And then here you notice something. It says, and then he sent the Furqan. The Muslim, they translate as the guidance. But the Arabic doesn't say guidance. It says a Furqan, which means it sounds like there's a book, it's called Al-Furqan. Again, a reminder, the verse we are reading, this is chapter 3, verse number 3. A reminder, tomorrow we will be in the Arabian Prophet. Please don't forget to subscribe. The link is down in the info, down this video. You click there, join that channel, and we will be live there for some time. So now you have two channels, just to take a note. And maybe we will lose them even both. You never know. How you find me? You go to Patreon. Please take a note. You go to Patreon. Almost every video, actually every video. We have a link in front of you on the screen. Patreon.com. That where you can go to check where I'm going to go live next. You do not need to make a donation. I know you are cheap. It's okay. It's okay. Any other question? Can you explain chapter 55, verse number 17, 23? You know, always try to avoid to do what the Muslims, they do by saying explain from here to here, you know, because if you read always from here to here, you might miss something bigger. So you better read what is before it. And if you read before it, then maybe you can get the whole image. However, because the Quran is not really connected like the Bible, which means verses before have nothing to do with the verses after. Like here, what does verse have to do with this verse? Nothing. It's repeating the same thing. And what is the point of this verse? And what is the point of this verse? And what is the point of this verse? Nothing. What we learn, nothing. Okay? So, if you go to the verses you are trying to seek, starting from verse number 17, it says here, Rabbul Mashraqiin wa Rabbul Maghribain. The Muslim, they explain, they say, well, there is two, as you see here in translation actually, it says the summer east and the winter east. But the Quran never says the summer east and the winter east. That's why it is between two brackets. Obviously, the Quran maker, he thought there is two east and two west because the sun appear in different location. Otherwise, it's silly to say the Lord of the two east. How you can be a Lord of things does not even exist. If there is east, if there is west, and how they become two. And then if you continue here, this is another mistake in the Quran. The Quran claimed that there is two oceans or seas. One is salty and one is fresh. And the Quran claimed that they never mix, they never meet. between them there is barzakh. Barzakh is a barrier of land. So the Siri Muhammad, God, Aka Muhammad, claiming that the land between the ocean and the rivers and the lake is preventing those from mixing so we can drink. And he think that under the ground there's an ocean, because people, wherever they dig, mostly they find water. So they find water, there's a river underneath, there's a sea underneath. So Muhammad, he think that Allah, he made separation between the earth, in the earth, between the fresh water and the salty water, and they will never ever transgress. As you see, none of them can transgress, none of them. The Muslim, then they make a video, says to you, did you see how salty water and fresh water in the ocean? The Quran is not talking about this even. The Quran is speaking about totally separation between fresh water and salty water. And you can open Ibn Kathir and read the translation or the interpretation. Barzakh is dry land. Barzakh is a dry land between two bodies of water. Any other question? Okay, so how many of us took a note that tomorrow we will be in the other account? How many? I hope you took a note. We will be in the Arabian Prophet, and the link is down below. And always, when you lose my channel, you can go to patreon.com/ChristianPrince, and you can find where I'm going to be live next. What are some questions Muslims cannot answer? Everything. Anything. The most simple question, the hardest. Who is Allah? Nobody knows. You see, the Muslim, they have no experience with the so-called Allah. Nobody met him. Nobody speak to him. Muhammad never spoke to him. Muhammad never met him. Muhammad received revelation by a delivery guy. What if this guy is a shaitan? What is the proof that Muhammad, he have a God, his name is Allah? So, who is Allah? They don't know. They start saying to you, he's the creator, he is God. I'm not asking you what you do. Who is Allah? What Allah mean? They don't know. And when they say the creator, things will get more complicated, because the Quran says Allah is the best of the creators. So if Allah is the only creators, then the Quran is wrong, because you cannot be the best of the creators, and you are the only creator. And this exists in the Quran in chapter 23 verse 14 and chapter 37 125. So any question is embarrassment to Islam. The second, if you know. If you do not know, all questions are easy. Actually, remind me, you remember the video we played? This guy, why the Prophet, he married Aisha? A woman, she asked the Sheikh, I forgot his name. Why the Prophet, he married Aisha? He said to her, this is a very easy question. I can answer it in a second. What anyone remember the answer? He said, Allah knows best why the Prophet married her. How can they prove the word is a barrier, is a dry land? From the dictionary. Or you can go to Ibn Kathir. Go to Ibn Kathir. Very easy. You can go to Ibn Kathir in any of those chapters, 2553 or 5520. And we do not need Ibn Kathir. I mean, this is a pure Arabic, but we use their books to get them busted. You know? We use their books. Actually, this chapter, by the way, is a horrible chapter, you know, because simply Oh, every verse here you see is silly and is stupid. Let us go to verse number 20 first. Here we go. بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان. He placed a barrier of land between the two types of water. Do you see it? Very easy. So actually this is a mistake in the Quran, because all of us, we knew that the fresh water is coming from the ocean. It's a cycle. The river go down to the ocean, then the water vibrate by the heat of the sun, become a cloud, the cloud go to the mountains, hit the cold area, and become rain again. But according to the Quran, they are separated totally. They never mixed. And they are two bodies of water. All right? Do you see it? And you can find the same interpretation for the other verse. What narration and the scholars do Shia accept? Well, there is, you know, Al-Kafi, etc. Those are like the most famous ones. Al-Kafi is the most famous, like it's like Al-Bukhari. Can you give me the link? My friend, this website doesn't give a link. This website gave a tafsir, but I can give you tafsir, and then you have to go to the verse by yourself. Okay? Because it doesn't make a link when you open a page. But you can go here, and then what you do, go to the same exact verses I gave you, the same chapter, the same verses, and you will find it. All right? Maybe you can find different website. We'll make a link. You know, but this one doesn't make like individual link, let us say. If you go here, the same, chapter 25, verse number 53. 25, 53. Let us switch. And we go to 53. And then you will see here, we will do the same. And this is Ibn Kathir again. Here we go. It says, this one is a bahar. There's two bahar, two seas. One is salty and one is a fresh. And then here he explained that those two seas, they don't mix. They don't, you know, they don't extend their location, and it says it clearly, barzakhan, you see it? It says, mean partition, a partition which is a dry land. Even the Quran in different verses, وَحِجْرًا مَحْجُورًا, وَحِجْرًا مَحْجُورًا, a barrier of a dry land. I mean, how clear we can make it? All right? And this is again, you go here, the chapter of Al-Furqan, chapter 25, and then choose the verse we mentioned, and you will find it. Thank you, Basic. And this is a great error, scientific error in the Quran, by the way, because this dummy Muhammad, he think that the water, the fresh water and salty water never mix. And he made them two seas. You see, it says it clearly in Arabic, Al-Bahrain. You see this word here? Al-Bahrain. Not a river. Muhammad, he claimed that those are two seas, which is absolutely false. Any other question? Again, final note. Do we know where we will go tomorrow? Do we remember where we will be tomorrow? Tomorrow we will be live in the Arabian Prophet account. We will give this account a break. I might go here live from time to time, but we will be in the Arabian Prophet account. The link is down below. It's different page different account. And in case, if I lose my channel, which whatever it is, who care? You know, we are here to stay, and a channel is nothing, it's just an address. If we lose our channel, which is the one you see, we are here now in it, or Arabian Prophet, always you can go to patreon.com. You type this address, you click at the last video I posted, and you, bingo, you will find where I am going live. We don't care about the channel name, we care about we are going to listen to who, right? So this is always a virtual, it's not a real address, it's not a building, it's just silly internet website. So in the Christian Prince account, Arabian Prophet account, who care? It is, you know, that we can make it and we can teach and nothing will stop us, and no YouTube, nobody can really take us down. All right, keep the spirit up, be strong, and you are victorious. If the Lord is with me, who could be against me? Where is the scary Sharia verse? Well, the Quran, all of it is scary, because simply stupidity is scary. Nothing is scary to me as living with a stupid one. That is the biggest punishment a smart person he can suffer from. You want to punish a smart person? Let him live with a stupid one. He will go crazy, you know. So all the Quran is stupid, but the most scary one, let us say physically, is the violent one. If you feel violence, but in generally speaking, all the Quran is scary because it's stupid. It makes a human being stupid. We have a God, he made you believe if you go and do jihad, you kill people, you go to heaven, you get a lot of boys and women for boom boom. That is scary. And if you are a believer, nothing can scare you. Isn't it the Lord, he says, time will come and they will think by killing you they are doing favor to God? So for them, they are doing favor to God. For you, you are with God. So nothing for us is scary. We are victorious, my friend. Victory is my God. He is the victory. This is why no tomb can hold him. No grave can keep him. No authority can destroy him. His name is holy. His life is holy. And now the holy God is up in heaven. And he is coming back and he is going to judge everybody. So if you have such a person you follow, where fear will come from? Who no death can take him. No Satan can take him. Nothing can take him. He is the living God. Muslims, they follow the dead Muhammad. Even in their cult, Christ is alive. So we are people who follow the living God. If he is a human, well, he is 2,000 years old now. How amazing. And how long? And for how long? And he is the one who will come in the judgment day. So my friend, we are victorious. And this is why they keep flagging our channels, because they are afraid. They cannot refute us. They cannot answer us. We are victorious. Even when they shut down, you know, when they shut you down, you are making victory, my friend. You are writing victory. They could not handle the truth that Santa Claus is real and Muhammad is not. That's the whole story. You know? It is their fear. Why they forbid us from teaching the gospel in their countries? Fear. They are terrified. If they are strong, if they have really real faith, they will not fear us. But because they are terrified, they knew Islam cannot stay if you give people freedom to accept or to leave. Right? Anyway, I will make it one more time clear. Please, we have the link for my other account, which way we will go and do live for the coming few days or maybe 2 months. The Arabian Prophet is where I'm going to be. The link is in the info. The link is in the info. Click at the info and subscribe to that channel in case you are not. So we might switch between those two accounts. And in case we lose this account or that account, always you can check me out to find where I'm going to go live next in the Arabian Prophet, sorry, in Patreon page, which you see in the screen. Patreon exists there for a reason. Patreon.com/Christian Prince. So if in case suddenly YouTube took our channel down, doesn't matter what channel, here, there, doesn't matter. Go to Patreon and click at the last video, and you do not need to make a donation. Patreon people think that this is a website for donation. You do not need to make a zero donation. In Patreon, you will receive an email immediately. When I post something, you will receive an email that says, Christian Prince, he posted this. You click at the link, you go to my video. As simple as that. You do not need to make a donation to be updated. And if you do not want to make even a name, just click at the last video I posted in Patreon, and you will be able to find out where my next video will be. Maybe we will lose both channels, who cares? Still, we are going to make a new channel and come back and do more videos. All right? So I hope you guys, you get the message, and we made the delivery for the one who need to be delivered. I want to say thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you again. And please help me to advise people who might ask questions down in the comment section later. Explain to them, because some people, they are not, maybe their English is not so good. Maybe they have a hard time to comprehend. It's okay. We are not all the same. Some of us, you know, we are more educated. Some of us are not. So try to help others. If they ask where we can find him, where he said, even though I repeat many times, still you'll find somebody asking, maybe because he did not watch the whole video, maybe because he's confused for some reason. So help others to find us and to join us. So tomorrow morning, I will be live on air in the Arabian Prophet, and the topic will be, what is Islam? All right? So until we see you tomorrow, guys, may the Lord bless you. And this is your brother, Christian Prince, who is serving you humbly today. And I hope tomorrow. Thank you, and God bless you. Take care.